introducing Baby Lake. Yet another super excited about this hangout. Of course, I'm still super excited. I'm still super pumped. A lot of our Catholic viewers, especially those in Nigeria, still be dancing from the King celebration that happened yesterday. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry. Thank me. You know the way it's all sure. So, in fact, this full week now we're going to celebrate Christ the King because it was a wholesome experience all through yesterday, all over, especially viewers here in Nigeria. Welcome to FameIdols Hangout. This is where we talk about all the amazing content going on in the entertainment space. If you know you like to, figure out what's going on in the lives of your favorite celebrities, this is where you are supposed to be.
Yes, so na so the thing be oh. How una dey oh, all my beautiful and handsome people. I don't miss una too much oh. I dey tell you because the weekend was wow. Yes, Ozita said something about Corpus Christi. If you are a Catholic and a Christian, you will know what that is about. But if you are not, well, you can still access in the comment section and we'll fill you in on what all those things mean, okay? Well, how on a day? Hope your weekend went well. Well, your baby girl Joy is here today with Osita, and you know, normal level. All our story they sweet because you know they bring to you any kind nonsense story. Now story where they sweet where the kind where you they hear your like this your ear go they sweet you. And wherever you're watching us from, hope you are here with your popcorn, your chicken pepper soup, your wine, whatever you are using to wine your mouth as you are listening to us. Make your belly they sweet as your ear they sweet, and you they follow us. They go forward as we they go forward. So this is Fame Idols with all the juicy gist where they sweet. Don't forget one thing. Follow us on all our social media spaces. Yes, so because many things there for you to win for inside there. And don't forget to you can sell yourself. Yes, that talent you have. Come and sell your talent. Let people know what you are doing. You don't know who you will be connected to. We love you. Yeah, that is why we're letting you know all these things because we have so many things packaged for you, our fans. And as it be like that, we go enter the story where we carry come for una because una know what's happen. Anywhere they hide the story, here on Fame Idols, go there, go bring an art. Even the one where they don't want talk, yes, the one that they hide, the secret ones, yes. So we go bring and come outside here for you on all our platforms. As it be like that, though, may we go straight to the first story where we carry come for una, and this one is coming from none other than our own Kcee Limpopo. If you don't know Kcee Limpopo, now be say you know you be Gen Z. Yes, so you be Gen Z, and as Don Jazzy and as Don Jazzy they talk am, now be say you no follow. You no follow. Even the band say they talk and say you dey on a long thing if you no know Limpopo. You want tell me say you dey for this Naija, you no know Limpopo, you no know Kcee. Now be say you no follow. You no follow at all, at all, at all. Money, the money bag himself, the entertainment money. What's it abeg? Make you tell us more about Kcee Limpopo. Wetin happen? Wetin he do? Wetin he talk? Make our fans hear am because me say my blood dey hot. I wan hear how everything dey happen.
Yes, of course. But let's dive right into it because if you use clear eye check, I have no time to check time. My very own Kingsley Konkwo, probably known as Kcee, has actually revealed the secret for his consistency in the music industry. Before we talk the secret will be saying review, but no verse, which Kcee would it see? If we dey talk some kind words, more they know what we dey talk because how you go use Kcee and consistency and music industry in the same sentences because it's not really clear. The last time what we say I hear of Kcee now Oja Piano, how many years ago? And in 2025 they talk about secret of consistency. Well, not be from my mouth to go yes, say father wear jeans trouser under in sultan. Meanwhile, like the Limpopo could not actually explain that unlike some of his colleagues who often get discouraged when they are struggling to score a hit song, he works harder by releasing more songs when in similar situation. Now, speaking in an episode of the Seller Meditate podcast, Kcee stated that releasing more songs increases the chances of scoring hit song. Some of my colleagues, they can drop a song and if it goes bad, they go back to their shell and they are sad. But that can't be me. I can drop 22 songs. Maybe it is the 25th one that will become a hit. I don't care because consistency is key. According to when he come outside Kanye. Now, the singer said that he has experienced so many difficult times in the music industry, but people rarely notices because he's always appearing flamboyant in public, regardless of his situation. He also spoke about the positive manifestation about how positive manifestation has impacted his life. Now, according to Kcee, when he and his brother Money were living in Ajegunle, for people that he was one time living in AJ City. Now, when him and his brother was living in Ajegunle, if you asked us where we are living, we will say Ikeja, and we were not lying or pretending. We were dreaming, prophesying into the future, and that was where we eventually moved to, and we dominated it. Yes, according to him. Okay, I don't know. See, e get plenty things wey be say Kcee talk about, wey be say me myself, I go really like get clear understanding about, because the very first one, he talk say in the Ajegunle dey this side. Ajegunle dey this side. He talk say e dey Ajegunle, and if people ask am, Kcee, where una dey live, he go say e dey Ikeja, wey dey this side. And he got the talk say that one no be lie. Say he is not lying. He is just prophesying. Oh, Benny, it is a lie. It is fake life. If we see through more talk through now, fake life be that all of us they do them. Just like me now, the only thing everybody knows about me, even Joy, the only thing he knows about me is that I live in Lagos. If you want to know where I'm in Lagos, you have to come a little closer. So it is the fake life all of us are doing. I don't know how you want to convince us, say you they stay for Ajegunle, you they tell people, say you dey, in short, I don't like if it's one. Me myself, I'm dreaming. What do you mean? If we see through more talk through, and the one will be saying Kcee when they come outside, they talk about consistency. May we talk am as a day. May God. May we talk am as a day, because he's coming out to say he releases 22 songs, and you never can tell. Maybe the 25th song is going to be the hit song. Now, let us be obvious. Let us be very sincere. There are some artists that they are not always in our space. They are not always releasing music. They know they drop back to back. But anytime they drop song, it is a hit. So how those artists come they do am? Because you know go tell me say the secret of getting hit song is just releasing consistently. May just they drop. I put it to you, our very own Egberi Papa, one of Bayelsa. I'm talking about Timaya himself, Papi Chilo. Papi Chilo is not always dropping songs. Papi Chilo is not always releasing. Papi Chilo feed day 2 years, he never drops song. But the moment he drops a song, you know this song it's going to be a banger. And I feel so if you dey talk say the secret na consistency, what you can't talk about person like Papi Chilo? I be Joy. What you feel? Knock me leg for it, Joy.
You know what? Then when Kcee came up with saying all these things about being consistent and all, one of our fans, some people speaking, taking to the street and talking to some of our fans, they will tell you, "He don't take away a year from Kcee." So I don't understand that part of consistency where they talk, because consistency means say you're continuously in the industry. At least maybe every year we hear from you, or every 6 months, that kind of thing. But when last have we heard from Kcee? When last? He don't take where. So this consistency, I'm not getting the whole consistency thing. It's not just, it's not, he's not vibing, we're not vibing to it. But then, that thing is said about releasing a lot of songs. Can release 25 songs, and then maybe 25th one, and some of his fans can release songs, and if it's not if the song did not blow, they'll just get sad and everybody will stop producing. That thing, I think it is, there's a part that is true about Kcee. Kcee is not someone that gives up. No, he's not someone that gives up. And the truth is that if you check, when Kcee was always releasing songs, his songs, when he released, you as in, there is no way you listen to Kcee song that you don't vibe to Kcee song. Yes, you will not listen to Kcee song and not vibe to his song. So he himself, they release songs where get that rhythm, that rhyme, his sound, the beat and everything, they always flow. If you come to a party and they play Kcee song, your body go move. I beg you, go shake body. Now what's the way they did? But him saying he's always consistent. I beg that one, you need to check it small. The whole thing about being, you need to check it. Someone that have been in the industry for more than 15 years. So I can't say, I'll say him coming out to say consistent might not be to him, so being consistent for him could be that okay, once in a while he come out and say something, we see him online say one or two things, but what we want to see, want to see some good sound from him, want to see some good music from him. That is how we view our own consistency, not coming out once in a while. You go talk one thing for news, then you go back and tell us that you're consistent. Oh no, that is not the kind of consistent we define. So one of our fans was also saying, somebody was saying, Kcee, you don't take, give us something, maybe we know so you did consistent, because we don't understand this kind of thing where you talk. Another person was saying that Kcee is creative and knows what the market demands. Yes, you can say he's creative, yes, and he knows what the market demands, but things they change. If you dey consistent, you gonna say things they change. You give example with Timaya. What about Davido nko? Davido too dey for there too. All these things, they are things, the industry is changing. Things they change. Yes, so him saying
Joy,
is consistent. You need to enter
joy,
and know how the thing be now, because how you be
joy,
before, no be so you be now. What do you want to tell me,
joy,
Osita?
nah, joy. Answer me. Don't be
Tell me
scared.
something.
Answer me. Why you? Mbek
I
Paragi,
hear you
someone,
now. Tell
when
me
I tell you,
something.
you answer me, Joy. Are you trying to compare Kcee and the video? Because I won't really understand what they
I no
talk.
fit compare Davido and Kcee. Whether I try tell you say when Kcee decide to come back and release something, then you need to learn from people that are still there. People wey still dey vibe. Because you cannot tell us that somebody was telling me, someone said, one of our fans said that Kcee is creative and knows what the market demands. Yes, he is creative, but on what the market demands, that thing dey change every time. Wetin the market want.
It
So I
is,
dey talk about wetin
it
dis
is,
our fan talk. So when Kcee decide to come inside, then you need to check people wey don dey, people wey dey consis ten t. So you go because that part of what the market demand wey our fan dey talk, I no too agree with that part. Wey you get, because
talking about
market demand
talking
dey
about
change.
talking about Kcee and creativity, yeah, I want to understand if it's still the same Kcee we are talking about. Is it the person that came out and sang Christian songs that we know, songs that we have been singing since our childhood? He sang it and added Ogene and released it volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4, volume 5. Is that the person we are talking about being creative? Because I really want to know if we dey talk some kind things, more they talk and way. A lot of people would feel making good music is just doing something everybody can dance to. No, that is not good music to me. There are a lot of artists that they are not even consistent per se, but anytime they drop song, I just said Timaya. Fino is another artist that is doing well. Fino is not always, in our face. He's not always in our face. But something happened. There was this little comparison that was going on between Fino and Aguero Banks. Now, Fino has been doing music as far back as I can remember, even before Aguero Banks came into limelight. And it be like some people become they compared Fino and Aguero Banks. It be like say people become they compare Fino and Aguero Banks. And I don't know if Fino hear him, because he become try prove a point with that song where he sing Hero. I don't know if you hear that song Hero, but that showed people that yes, he's still on form. He still know what thing they do. Now for a while we didn't hear from Fino again. It be like say some people become the reason say it be like say Fino no come they hot again. It be like say no sabi what thing they do. And he came back with this song that is trending again. 1 meter, oh, is nothing. 2 meter, oh, is not like. He comes from time to time to let people know that I still know what I'm doing. That is to say, see, hit song not be by releasing consistently. Hit songs not be by you they push 22 rubbish out there, wishing that one is going to be a hit. See, even rubbish they blow. Even rubbish they blow. If you want talking like that, you should be pushing for doing good music and not doing hit songs. You should be talking for good. You should be thinking of doing good music and not doing hit songs, because, to the best of my knowledge, One Corner was a hit song. One
Okay.
Corner was a hit song because it was everywhere. People were vibing to One Corner. I danced to One Corner. I used that vibe for party and everything. But the person that sang One Corner came out to say he didn't make shishi from One Corner. Now there is this song Monster Amadi Tonight. To me, that song is a good song, but it's not everybody that is going to, know that song per se. But if you listen to the song, you know that okay, this song, you know what thing they do for the song. There are a lot of songs that I will mention, and you will know that okay, it was not a hit song per se, but then it was a good song. So I take style. They disagree with Kcee on plenty things wey be say e come outside come talk. Even though I feel know where in they go, but e no mean say I agree. I know where in they go, but e no mean say I agree, because to me, wetin suppose be your priority should be making good songs. not hit song. Any song can hit, but not be every song be good song. So not be until you dey push plenty song out there before you'd say, okay, you're doing amazing for yourself. Now,
Yes, so when I don't hear everything on top Kcee matter, if you feel that we have not broken down the story well, or you have something, one or two things to add in sort of this matter, I beg me you just comment for comment section. When you tell us how you take see the whole thing where Kcee talk. If you agree, no problem. If you not agree, no problem. But free on Fame Idols to let us know how you feel about everything that Kcee said on top the matter. And as it be like that, we go enter straight to our next story where we carry come for una, and this one is coming from our own Don Baba. Hey, Kcee abeg abi you no dey feel am because Don Jazzy don come again with him own o. I dey tell you, he don come again with him own, but this time around na person wey go where fowl dey, open fowl yansh come see everything for inside. Hey, I dey tell you o, because this matter wey we hear so, this man I no know whether Kcee you dey follow me sef, because me when I hear this thing wey person dey talk about Don Jazzy, me sef I say wetin be all this one? Why are we bringing it up now? Calm down, I go let una know wetin dey happen on top Don Jazzy matter. Well, our own Nigerian producer and music executive Don Jazzy, he has cleared the air on a police case he faced in the United Kingdom during the early days of his career. Oh, calm down, make I tell una wetin happen o. His former associate Bankole has revealed at a recent event that Don Jazzy evaded the law in the UK after being involved in an accident that attracted police attention. Bankole claimed that Don Jazzy removed the vehicle's plates and fled after the police arrived at the accident scene. Oh, see accusation on top Don Jazzy head. All of a sudden, person come outside, come dey accuse Don Jazzy, someone who is a former associate, waka come dey accuse Don Jazzy. See what the person said, see what Bankole said. He said, I refuse to put a particular story about Don Jazzy in the Afrobeat documentary because Don Jazzy was trying to survive in London. He had an accident and the car got destroyed. Don Jazzy abandoned the car. He was coming from a show and he fell asleep while driving and crashed his car. He left the car, removed the plate number, and ran away. Why? Because you would pay more to carry the car away from there than to repair it. But look at Don Jazzy now. He has fleet of cars. Ma tell una something. You know, say it is good to get your story straight. You know, good to get the truth about something before you come out and say it. Yes. Because somebody was asking, all these things where Bankole they talk. Bankole is an associate of Don Jazzy. This is where they talk now. Who asks a question? Why is he bringing this thing up? Because this thing is something that happened over 20 years ago. Yes, it's not something that happened, you know, it's something that happened a very long time ago. Why is he bringing it up now? Why is it that all of a sudden he's telling us that he refused to put something that, you know, an event that happened with Don Jazzy, he refused to put it in the Afrobeat documentary? Why are you talking about it now? And besides, how does he know that Don Jazzy ran away from that place, you know, after the accident? With all this thing going on, Don Jazzy can't come outside with him, oh no, our own music executive, he can't talk how the whole matter happened. Because if you not there for where something happened, you no go chook your mouth say you know wetin happen. Wow, see what Don Jazzy said. Don Jazzy said, Lows, no panic. It's been so long, so he doesn't remember the story exactly. Shey you see, Don Jazzy don tell us say, Bankole no remember the story exactly. I actually waited for the police. They came and gave me a breathalyzer to determine if I was drunk. I wasn't, but the car was impounded. The fine to collect the car back then was more than the car. So more than the car, because the fine to collect the car was more and the car was cheap. So I left it. Now wetin Don Jazzy dey talk. I come dey wonder something, no, that wetin invest me for the matter be say you can't come out and say something you are not sure of. You waka like this, you come out and come talk say Don Jazzy was in an accident, you know, and he abandoned the car, he ran away, remove his plate number so that the police will not know he's the owner of the car and what, you know, wetin be all this one? One of our fan come talk say this Bankole man like to dey do cho. Wetin dem no ask and they go come outside dey talk? Because somebody was also saying, one of our family is Bambo said, when someone talks too much, that is what happened. Bankole talks too much. his name should be Parrot Kuli instead of Bank Kuli, because the person when they talk too much, when they know they get your information straight, now Parrot go they call you now. No more Bank Kuli again. Now Parrot there, because which kind of thing is this one? You are saying that someone remove his plate number. You're just accusing him of something he did not do. One fan was saying that even when this guy said it, some people believe him. And they tell you, most people believe him. One ex-user said that he hopes that Don Jazzy is not planning to travel to the UK because these people can reopen a case that was forgotten even after 20 years. One person said that, another person was saying that what was the purpose of telling the world about it now since it happened 20 years ago? I don't know whether you follow the whole thing. Why is he bringing it up now? This is something that happened 20 years ago. So why is he bringing it up? What is the need? Who asked you question? Now, wetin me see dey ask am, who ask you question? Because if you check all these things he's saying, nobody asks you. Something that happened 20 years ago, Don Jazzy said he did not have the money to pay for the car. So why bring it up? Why not confirm your story before you open your mouth, come online, and say what nobody asks you? I don't know. People should just, you should need to get your story straight. You need to get the fact right before you come out here and accuse somebody of what the person did not do. Abeg, I don't know how you take see Amosita, because the whole thing itself dey somehow. This is one of the things that make people, they start having some misunderstanding between themselves because you're not getting your story right. You just come out and you open your mouth, they talk. How you take see the whole matter self? Because this is a one kind.
See, this thing, it did me funny, Joy, because when I first heard about this particular incident that he came out to critically analyze, Joy, the first thing that came to my mind is I wanted to know, at any point, did you see where he wrote he was in the car with Don Jazzy?
No, he was not there.
Joy, sure
Oh.
you see anything like that?
No, Abi, you no hear me.
Because if to say in the car, if to say in that car, if to say in that car with Don Jazzy, I would have really understood where he's coming from and why he's sharing this particular story. But I don't read that like 3 times. I don't check different places to see if I go see anywhere who be say they talk say okay, now him and Don Jazzy been they drive before the accident can happen. But I don't see anything like that. So there was no place it indicated that he was a part of that particular accident. Now you've kept something away from the media for this long. I don't know, but I'm looking at it from an angle whereby it could be perceived as slander. Because tell me why you are releasing this particular information now. You're coming to tell people that to tell people categorically that Don Jazzy is an irresponsible person, because I want to believe it's only an irresponsible person that will be involved in an accident and decide to lose his plate number and jackpot. Where did Don Jazzy see screwdriver to lose plate number after an accident? Or does it just happen that Don Jazzy used to work with tools in his vehicle? Where in see screwdriver after accident to lose plate number, carry am for this thing come run? Where oh God, did he hear the story directly from Don Jazzy? Did Don Jazzy after running come call him and tell him, my brother, if you see wetin do me now, I just run finish. Oh, it was not a small something. Shey na wetin really happen and wetin give am the right? Because if anybody should be saying this particular story, it should be Don Jazzy himself. I mean, it happened to Don Jazzy, so why are we hearing it from a different person when it was not him it happened? A lot of questions actually arose when I heard about this particular thing, especially from the fact that it is coming from a very different person. And I said Nigerians just form an habit. It don't turn habit for this country, Joy. People just want to take Panadol for another person headache. I don't see how this particular information they useful in this very dispensation. At this point, I don't see how the talk they relevant. I don't see how the talk they relevant. And it come like that, they agree with people who be say they come outside for various comment section saying that this man just like cho. Because tell me why exactly it is of all the conversations of everything to come outside and talk, or is it trying to seek I don't even know what you go even talk say go make am come outside and talk. I don't think I'm tired, Joy. I don't know what you go make am talk. E no even fit be at ten tion, because na Don Jazzy wey be say get the accident na him go come dey get the at ten tion. You no dey the story. You no understand where I dey come from. If to say him dey the story now, we go talk say him dey seek at ten tion. But he no dey the story at all. He was not there, Joy. It was not
Yeah.
there. Make her come now. They talk say in Joy's past life, there was a time that she did this and that. And I was not there. I no go fit dey seek attention with another person's story. If you wan seek attention, talk your story. Because I feel the only reason why you would say something like that is probably you know Don Jazzy is a big name and anything you say about him is going to go viral. So you will just cook up something and put it out there. And I like the way Don Jazzy take handle the matter. Come outside, come talk, say probably he didn't remember exactly the way the incident went. Because me, I will drag you. There is no two ways about it. I will drag you. If you come outside and say something like that, and I had an accident in London, and then I came down and I carry screwdriver and lose the plate not front or back, can't leave my motor run. I will drag you. And you go hard me to drag people, I go drag you. But since Don Jazzy decided to lock up, I will not to lock up.
Na so the thing be. Now why me just leave the matter out? But you know say all this kind thing when things like this reach our online in-laws, our online fans, our online judges, you know say online we have online in-laws, we have online investigators. So some of our online investigators na dem waka go investigate the matter I dey tell you, you no go believe am. One person wey be anonymous, e no wan mention im name, dat one talk say I believe Bankole version, because why would the police tow Don Jazzy's car to the station and not to his house if he is not at fault? You don't see the matter now. When you open mouth talk anyhow, it is, some people will believe that thing you say, even if it's not true. Don Jazzy has come out to say that he did not remove the plate number or anything. The police towed the car to the station and he did not collect the car because the car, the money to collect it then is costly than the cheap car he has. So why is he going to go and collect it? One person they talk and say, one of our fan who is Abbas is saying, Oga Don Baba, you be the real Naija pikin, because Naija no dey carry last. Although one other person who is anonymous was also saying the same thing, that he agreed with what Don Jazzy said, because the police will tow the car off the road if the owner is unable to. They will take the car to the police station just for the person. Then the person will come and collect it there. That is for the person. The little fee you pay is for retrieval and for storage. That is for removing the car from the road and for storage. You're not going to pay. They will start giving you so much fines and all those things. I beg. Person wey the matter happen to don tell una wetin happen. If you decide to believe wetin Bankole talk, that one concern you, because that thing na reckless talk be that. Reckless talk that can get somebody in trouble. So if you decide to believe what he said, that one concern you. Person wey that happen to don talk exactly wetin happen. Make we dey clean our mouth well before we open mouth talk wetin no be true. Host it abeg, make we continue to our next story.
Yes, of course. And I dare Obesere go mad because of this particular one. As Don Jazzy don't clear the air, abeg, more we know exactly what we talk. As Joy take talk, and more we know exactly what we talk before we come outside. Come talk. I'm not be to rush anyhow. Can't give speech when we know really dey sure of the speech. We be say we dey give. With that, we go tiptoe come from that particular tone. Enter to bass buzz. We be say Ishele over the weekend. Something we be say it just happened recently, and a lot of actions have been taken in this particular light. I'm talking about no other than the famous Nigerian Fuji musician, no other than Obesere, that was reportedly attacked by notorious thug in Ondo State. Now, this particular one happened over the weekend, and the person that attacked him is a popular thug known as Emir, yes, Michael Abbey, popularly known as Emir, while he was performing on Friday. Now, this particular incident reportedly occurred during the Fuji musician's performance at the burial ceremony held in Government Field in Okitipupa. Now, thugs allegedly stormed the venue without warning and unleashed violence on the singer and his crew, forcing guests to flee for safety. Obesere's manager, who attempted to shield him, was stabbed with a broken bottle. In the chaos, the musician's mobile phone, wristwatch, and gold chain were reportedly stolen, along with a bag containing 4 million naira cash. It is a very sad incident. It is a very sad incident. It's something that, yes, it is terrible. But person been done the acts already. Say wetin the musician been they do with 4 million naira cash. But we'll come back to that one. Now, narrating the incident to journalists, a witness identified as Obesere Akinyemi said, I attended the event on Friday. It was truly a disgraceful act. A gang of local thugs attacked Obesere and his band while they were performing on the stage. And the Ondo State Police Command has actually arrested 3 suspects in connection with the recent violent attack on Fiji musician. Now, news people bin don report say Obesere and his crew members that were actually attacked on Friday after dem bin don perform for inside that burial. And the chairman of Okitipupa local government, Andrew Ogunsaki, he released an official statement that said that this particular attack is not something that is not supposed to happen. That is, he condemned the attack completely. Now, while assuring the public of his commitment to ensure accountability, Ogunsaki announced the arrest of 3 suspects and the recovery of Obesere stolen items. Upon receiving the report on the unfortunate incident involving Obesere, I immediately swung into action. Accountability and restore calm. I'm pleased to inform the public that 3 suspects connected to the disturbance have been arrested, while efforts are ongoing to track down other individuals involved. Some items said to have been stolen have been successfully recovered. I've contacted Obesere's management for a scheduled meeting, and this will help me express deep concerns over the incident. Now, wetin e come outside come talk, but then a lot of people are asking a different question. Is it that there were no adequate security during that particular burial ceremony? Because when we talk through now, e get the kind of person wey be say you go wan call come your event, even if it's supposed to be a very small event, even if it's supposed to be a small event, e get the kind of person wey you go wan carry come. You suppose beef up your security a little. So is it that there were no adequate security in that particular event? I mean, how we go talk this one, Joy?
Also, as they ask question now, where there are so many of our fans, they ask so many questions. I they tell you because we don't have all the answers. But there is an eyewitness that was there. One lady, she was there during the event. She said, according to what she said during the whole, when it was time for Obesere to perform, he came on stage to perform. He and his crew members, his band. He said those people that attacked. She said this is coming from one of the eyewitness. She said they swarmed on some of Obesere's boys, destroyed his musical equipment with millions of naira. Destroyed his musical instrument, what millions of naira. She said, you need to see the way I took my shoes and ran as fast as I could. This is coming from an eyewitness. This one, what did she do? She contacted, she heard that one of the band's team, one of his team, his bandmates was stabbed while trying to repel the attackers. That is one eyewitness that was there. So you see this kind of thing that happened. Somebody was even thinking that, was it planned, or is there any other motive? Is there a motive to what they did? Because they just came. You come to a place, talks come to a place where you come to an event. The next thing you decide to scatter everywhere. Why? Why are you doing that? Why are you attacking people? So what is the motive behind this whole thing? That is one of the questions we have, and more. As also, I don't ask your own question now. Me self ask my own question. But what it can make me wonder? Be say one person come dey ask say this one on Monday talk say, are those guys, are they coming spiritually or physically? Imagine the kind of question. See, many questions dey. You they ask me whether they come spiritually or physically. Which kind of question be that one? How you want me to take answer that kind of question? Person tell you say they attack them live. You they ask whether they come spiritually or physically. I don't know for the Nigerian people. Make it take an easy. What you want tell me, Osita? You get some kind of way you go, they wonder. What do you want tell me, Osita?
Be like if we see through, if we see through more talk through now, if you check am, the question will be say I've been come outside or ask now say, is it that there were no adequate security at that particular burial ceremony that made it that these people were able to break in and cause that kind of havoc? Now, according to the story wey be say he come outside come talk, I know I was not there, so I would not know exactly the way the incident happened. But then this is somebody that was paid to come and that was billed to come and perform at a burial ceremony. Was his performance the first thing that was actually happening in that particular ceremony? You understand? Was his performance the first thing that was actually happening in that particular ceremony? Was it that he was the only thing that was happening in that burial? Why be say now climb stage? na in this particular disturb come actually occur. Wetin make am be say people now they enter to come cause havoc and they go straight to the stage. They go straight to the stage, come they start the chaos from stage. Wetin as in e just be like say no, e get wetin we never really verify for inside this particular matter, because it looks like a deliberate attack. It looks like something that was planned. Like they sat down, did meeting, and said this is what we want to do. Not be something wey be say e just happen of the blue joy. E get where I carry my question go. But everything wey I dey
Yes.
talk na still allegedly. So I no go wan talk some kind things. May not be like say no, e get the mama fly.
Yes, see, I understand everything you are asking, but the question at the end of the day, we say in Omawomi voice, if you ask me who I go ask, now so the thing be, another person was saying something. One of our fans said, this was coming from Jenkins. Jenkins said, was he insultive to them or was his music offensive? Why was he the one targeted? Are you getting? So we don't know the motive behind this, but we've heard that investigation is ongoing and they have caught one or two persons. Here you get. So I hope that with this thing, they will know why was it that it was when he came on the stage that the attack happened. Why? Because another person was saying this Olushola said, so with all his money, he still could not go out with the police escort. That one concern now. We don't know. Questions, 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 questions. But on top of the whole question, one of our fan who is Balogo is wishing him quick recovery. He's saying if there's anything that happened to him, if he obtained any injuries, we're wishing him quick recovery. Ahmed is saying that the Almighty will give him quick recovery. The Lord is a strength. One fan will be die hard fan.
Yes, of course. We wish him. We wish him well. We actually wish him well in every single thing. Yes, we actually wish him well, and we go put comma for this particular story because we never can tell. We don't know if there is more to this particular story. We don't know if probably there are some things that we are not being told. Probably you get some background story we say we never really hear like that. But then we go just put comma for this story. If more things should be unveiled in the future, if more things should come to light, we'll bring it right here on FameIdols Hangout, because as you know, where as the story they break, we they definitely they carry and they come. So we'll put some comma for this story. They wait if another side of the story is going to come outside. Until then, we'll go tiptoe. Enter the very next story. Yes, after that, until then, we'll go tiptoe. Enter the very next story. Now, something happened. Yes, something happened. This is something that for a very long time, we got people talking. A lot of people have said different opinion about this particular thing since it came to light. And I don't know if we use clear eye check out. They go talk say this one na revelation. Yes, they go talk say this one na revelation, because there are certain posts that should not be ignored on social media. Now, this particular conversation that we're talking about is as it relates to our very own Zinoleesky. Yes, Zinoleesky, actually Naira Marley's artist, has come to make some daring statements on social media, and a lot of people have different opinion about this particular thing wey be say Zino come outside come talk, because it was a post that was made on Instagram, and since then different people have been drawing different speculations. Now, the speculation actually went viral on social media after Zinoleesky, in a trending post, vowed to stand up for himself and other artists that have been taken advantage of. Now, while lamenting the poor treatment of artists, the singer demanded transparency, respect, and fairness. Speaking in a post on Instagram, that is on his Instagram story on Saturday, I beg your pardon, he said, I'm standing up not just for myself, but for every artist who had ever felt powerless or taken advantage of. We deserve better. We deserve transparency, fairness, and respect. Now, Zeno's cryptic post sparked mixed reaction with many fans revisiting late singers Mohbad old claims, wondering if Zinoleesky is finally speaking up. This particular one is coming 2 years after the death of his former label mate. I'm talking about Mohbad, who had severally called out Naira Marley and associates over alleged assault and being taken advantage of. News people bin don report say Zinoleesky was signed to a Malian record label owned by singer Naira Marley in December 2019. And now, before Mohbad died in 2023, he released several videos accusing Malian record of physical intimidation, emotional torment, and threats to his life. He specifically mentioned Zinoleesky at the time, calling him a snitch. A claim that created a sharp divide amongst fans. Zino never defended Mohbad publicly. Instead, he stayed silent through this particular chaos, earning criticism from those who felt he abandoned his colleague. Now, for people that can remember the way the whole saga actually played out, for people that were, very much following through all that was going on, a lot of people were saying at that particular point, they were of the opinion that the major issue we then get with Zino was the fact that he was not saying anything. Now, Mohbad then was crying that he was being treated unjustly, crying that he was physically assaulted at one particular point, saying that they were taking advantage of him. He even mentioned Zino as a snitch, but all through that entire time, they not hear anything from Zino. Yes, all through that entire time, they not hear anything from Zino. And people in the talk say, if this particular person is your friend, why would you not say, even if na one word? Why you no go talk anything? Why you go just lock up just like that? Like it says a lot. It says a lot. Meanwhile, as he says Zino keep quiet, he stayed silent. He stayed silent all through this particular chaos. And a lot of people also said a lot of things about that one. Now, 2 years later, his sudden declaration of being taken advantage of has people connecting dots and that were previously ignored. Though he did not directly mention Naira Marley's name or the label, Zinoleesky's message gives the impression of someone reaching the breaking point. Yes, even though he no outrightly come outside to come say, okay, this is the problem, or this is what I feel, or this is how it is. A lot of people are just of the assumptions. A lot of people are just of the opinion that, okay, in not get as one thing, it has to be something related to his record label. But then I'm wondering, why did it take him this long to actually speak up? Is it that it was, as in, if I say things like this, the first thing where would they come my mind as, is it that these people do not experience certain things until when we eventually hear from them? Is it that he has been keeping quiet all this while, that there was actually a lot to say, but he chose to keep quiet all this while until he don't get where he choke before he decide actually speak up? Is it just now that he's being taken advantage of? Is it now that the problem he's speaking of is happening, or something that have been going on for a while but he chose to keep quiet? Joy, Zinoleesky matter, knock me leg for it.
See this guy where they talk say he's
Because
standing
even
up.
I myself, I think I'm a little.
Yes, see, Zinoleesky saying that he's standing up not just for himself, but for every artist who have ever felt powerless or taken advantage of. They deserve better and deserve transparency, fairness, and respect. When Mohbad was alive, Mohbad called him a snitch. He did not defend himself. He did not say anything. He just kept quiet. So after all these years, after Mohbad died, and everything, why is he coming up now to say all this? Before Mohbad died in 2023, he released several videos. He even accused Malian records of physical intimidation, emotional torment, and threats to his life. Zinoleesky no talk. We not hear anything. We don't know. We did not hear him saying, "Oh, it's true," or it's not true. And he's also signed to this same record label, the Malian Records. Why is he saying now that he's standing up to speak? Speak for who? Who is he speaking for? Which person is he speaking for? Because one of our fans is saying something. Somebody said, "This is Sylvester." Sylvester said, if you like, make you plug your eyes comot, we no send you. One person talk say, when you stand finish, your leg go pain you, you go sit down because you no know who you dey stand for. Even one of our fans who said, you refused to come out and speak up when things were happening with Mohbad. So now it's your turn. I did not expect it to be so fast. I was not expecting it to be this fast. While another person come talk and say, in fact, you know this kind of thing. When people are saying something, they don't know that people are watching them. You go just there for your area like this. Somebody is investigating you, and they tell you, and you go there surprised. One of our fans, who is Kelsey said she saw him a few months ago at the private wing of Abuja Airport with Sam Larry. He did not look well at all. Who know wetin dey sup for inside that place? He did not look well at all. He wasn't looking well. So why is he speaking up now? When things are happening to someone that is around you, you feel, oh, it's not happening to me, you go keep quiet. You know, say if it happen to that person, it go still happen to you. That's what the thing be. When it happened to this person, you are not saying anything, you're not standing with your colleagues, you're not fighting on what is right. If it still reach your own side, that is one thing that people don't know. So he has not told us, everything we are saying now, I will say is allegedly. Yes, you know what I'm going to say is allegedly, because number one, he has not said he's leaving Malian Records, but we are assuming. So I'm going to say is allegedly. We don't know if he's leaving or he's still there. We don't know. We do not know what is the issue inside there. So everything is allegedly, But on top the matter, this thing where he talk now, it shows that something is happening there. Something dey sup for that place where like. Another person come talk and say when he suppose talk and fight together with Mohbad, he stayed loyal like a coward. So what goes around comes around. Na so the thing be. So, but one thing I'm saying is, since he has come out to say he's standing up for the artists and they deserve transparency, they deserve respect, he better, as one of our fans talk, this is coming from Joyce. Joyce said he better you call name with your full chest or you forever hold your peace. I don't know whether you see am like that, Osita. If you want to say something now, Zinoleesky, make you just call name. Talk am straight as the thing be, because now nobody dey look your face again. Talk am straight, call the name, mention name, or you just hold your peace, leave am for that place, may you just dey for there like that. Because when we were looking at you to say something, defend Mohbad, say something to defend this guy, you said nothing. You keep quiet. And now why Mohbad call and say this one has snitch? Now waiting Mohbad call am. So we don't know what is really happening. Everything is allegedly. But normal level now. For fame idols here, anyhow they hide the story, we go still bring and come outside. As they don't come outside now, come talk. Don't worry, we get online investigators. They go investigate everything. Bring and come outside here for us. They will just leave that one for them. What's it I beg? Maybe we continue the matter as the thing be the hot.
Yes, of course. I believe I would be waiting in earnest. I will be waiting for actual confirmation. For Zinoleesky should come out and say this is exactly what I'm speaking about. This is the issue I'm having. Until then, it is just speculations. People are just drawing their conclusions from what they think is right. Nobody is sure of anything, so we cannot speak with so much, confidence. We're going to wait until he talk people where he won't stand up for. Until he talk which people he won't stand up for and why he won't stand up for them. Until he come outside come clear us everything, we no go dey sure. Yes, we no go dey sure. We go just dey observe the reason the matter small. So until then, we go put to comma on top this particular story, stay to enter the very next story. And this happens to be the last story for today. Yes, this happens to be the last story for today. And we hope say you don't enjoy this story as we dey carry and they come till this very moment. Now, popular Nigerian, should I call him artist or DJ jockey? I'm talking about DJ Neptune. He's actually in the news for making a statement that a lot of people have agreed with. Actually, yes, a lot of people agreed with waiting DJ Neptune come talk. And according to him, according to DJ Neptune, that is, according to him, he said that he is seriously concerned. Let me put it that way. He said that he's seriously concerned over the trend of sidelining veterans in the Nigerian music industry. He claimed that the creatives are quickly sidelined once they reach a certain milestone in the music industry. Now, describing the trend as a structural problem, DJ Neptune noted that in the Western music industry, veterans are allowed to thrive along with the newbies. But in Nigeria, once you reach a certain level, they push you aside like, oh yeah, go to that corner. We are done with you. It's a structural problem.
Yes, so una don't hear waiting the that they talk on top DJ Neptune matter, and what he's saying is exactly the truth. That is the way it is. You know, when someone come out and say something that is fact, we agree that this one is fact. Kcee said something, and that one wait where Kcee talk, we see they look at with some kind eye. But this one, what DJ Neptune is saying is exactly the way he said it is. You know, describing the trend of pushing the those people who have attained some certain milestones in the music industry, pushing them aside and then focusing on the new one. He said in Nigeria, once you reach a certain level, they push you aside, like, oh yeah, Oga, go to this side, go this corner, we are done with you, that kind of thing. And it's not supposed to be that way. It's not supposed to be that way. Abroad, the generation went on to say the OGs are still as relevant as the newbies. And this is something that we need to address. It's just like a structural issue. It's something that we need to address. And they were asking him on how does he manage to stay relevant. He said, although I don't plan to do this all my life, but when it's time to take a bow, I will. But what I have just done over the years is that I know when it's time to reinvent. That is life, and things are changing, so you need to move with the time. You see, Osita, when we're talking about Kcee, and somebody was saying that Kcee knows the market, what the markets demand. I was arguing on that point because DJ Nothing just said everything now. Things change, what the market demands change. So if you have not been in the industry, yes, we know that you are an artist, but you have not been consistent in the industry. If you decide to come in again, you need to know that things have changed, and you need to, your song need to flow with the times, what the market needs, what people need at that time, not just releasing song, opening your mouth and singing, that kind of thing. Also, I don't know whether you dey feel the whole thing where at the talk. How you take see the whole matter with the Neptune?
As far as veteran artists are concerned, yeah, as far as veteran artists are concerned, what are these people actually doing to reinvent themselves? See, Olamide, Davido, Whiskey, these people have been doing music well over 15 years. You understand? They have been relevant for a very, very long time now. Brain Jota, the popular skit maker and content creator, actually brought relevance again to Pama Ejaya shortly before his demise. You understand? Like, he come outside, come do something wey be say he make the man, he enter Spotify, enter Billboard for song that was sang over 40 years ago. So I no understand wetin dis veteran artists dey legit dey do for themselves. No be to just dey answer veteran artists. If you look at the Western world that was used as an example in this case, now you see that even those veterans are still doing something to remain relevant. You no go just do say because say you be veteran artist, you feel say yes, they will come dey. No, to me it doesn't work that way. This thing wey be say you dey talk now, the market dey change on a steady. Are you working in line with that particular knowledge that the market is changing? For example, Solid Star fell out of, fell out. Yes, Solid Star fell out at point. And before Solid Star,
You know what, Osita? There's Okay, you're saying something. Well, there's something I want to point out in all these things you're saying. There's something I want to point out. Look at the video. You start talking about the video. Look at what the video is doing. Look at the video is someone that, okay, he has been relevant since for over the years. He has been relevant, but there are some issues, there are some problems. Or like say some negative side of all this. If the music industry had some structure, it will help these things we're talking about, because bringing up ideas for solution to this kind of issue is not going to be, it's not something that's going to happen just in time. It don't happen just now. It's something that they need to work on. They need to work on it. And this kind of thing happens also in the movie industry. Yes, I'm using this one as an example. Sometimes in the movie industry, you see someone saying that if you watch this movie, maybe you watch one movie produced by one actor, one producer, you see the same set of actors there. You watch another one, the same set of actors. You watch another one, the same set of actors. Doesn't mean that we don't have people, we don't have talent that can act. Doesn't mean we don't have talent that can act, or is it just Why is it the same artist over and over in you watch a movie, you see the same artist, you watch a movie, you see the same set of artists acting, a different kind of a different story. Why do we see the same? This thing is saying is something that also happened in the movie industry. So all this thing, in fact, I think our entertainment industry, we need structure. We need to change a lot of things, and you with your talent, as Don Jazzy say, keep working on that your talent, keep reinventing yourself, because things they change every day. That is one thing. The things they change. Even if you're a veteran artist, Davido might say, okay, somebody might use Davido as example, but Davido, somebody will say Davido has his money. He can organize shows for himself and still be relevant, organize the show, be connected to his fans and some other things like that. People that don't have the money for, organizing a show themselves, and connecting with their fans, it seems as if those people just go to the background. But if you keep working on your talent, keep reinventing yourself, collaborate with other people, collaborate with other artists that are already, and things that will make you still be relevant all the time. That kind of thing, I think, is going to help this issue of pushing our veteran artists to the background, like
Well,
they no matter. I don't know what's it, how you take to the whole thing.
this I say this and we leave because time no day at all at all. There is this video I saw online and it was Olamide's concert in the abroad. Yes, Olamide's concert in the abroad. He brought Lil Kesh to come and perform, and Lil Kesh was still hot. Like people were still singing his song back to back. That song Shoki was still on fire. Now, what has Lil Kesh done since that particular time to show that okay, I still want to be in the game? Has he dropped any song? Has he done any collaboration? Has he done anything to show that he still wants to be in the game? Well, enough it pass like that. I believe these people know what to do, but for some reason they just choose not to do it. Joy, your final words. Mode is my mind come out
Yes,
from inside.
so I dey be like that. To hope say una enjoy all our tori from wetin Kcee Limpopo talk on top on Jazzy matter, Obesere, Zino and DJ Neptune. If you feel say you want chook mouth on top the matter, abeg make you just comment for comment section. Tell us how you feel about all this. Don't forget to follow us, abeg, follow, subscribe, or tell a friend to tell a friend that so many things are happening on Fame Idols. I don't dey give you expose say you fit sell your talent o. Yes, you fit sell your talent. You no know the kind connect wey you go meet for that place. I just make I tell you because I love you o. Well, no wahala. Also abeg, make we continue.
Till on Wednesday, we'll bring you yet another super exciting episode of FameIdols Hangout. Do not forget, we do this Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from the hours of 8 down to the hours of 9. Now, what we say, we'll bring you back-to-back entertainment at its peak. I remain Osita, the rugged gentleman, and I day as always with
Jai, your baby girl. Good night.
Ona